I'm sure you have noticed that if you turn double crochet using the American term, the very basic way that we are being taught, chain 3 and turn, you end up with one of two problems depending on which way you do it. In here I have chained 3, or you could just chain 2, and then I have not gone into that same stitch but the next one, which means that the chain 3 counts as the first double crochet. Problem there, holes. Hole in every row. Then if you do it the other way, that can be taught that you don't count the chain 3 as a stitch, and you insert the first double crochet in the same stitch where the chain starts, which is what I would always have done. The result is a different type of an uneven edge. You don't get the hole, but you get this here bulging out. If you just chain 2, it bulges a little bit less. You may have seen my videos about the favorite way, how I deal with that. But today I'm showing a different way, which also works well, and some people might find it easier. I'm linking my favorite way in the description. Let's see how we do it. I'm Tuula and I'm out in a small country village in Finland at the moment. We do it in double crochet, and at the end I'll show you how you change it so that it works also in half double crochet and trebles. Here I have a small sample, 1 row of double crochets. And then I'm starting the next row. First, without chaining anything, turn and make a single crochet in that very first stitch. Here, a single crochet. Like this here. Then what we do, we stack a second single crochet on top of it. And check this here yarn post at the side of the stitch and insert your hook there. And a single crochet there. And that's it. The reason we did it like that is that it's sort of a fatter stitch, that it fills in the hole that we would naturally get. And then you continue the row normally. So you see it there. Now it depends a bit on how you crochet and how tight you crochet. You might need to crochet the single crochet slightly looser. I also tried doing 3, but for me anyway, that made it too high. I'll go to the end here and then I try it slightly looser. Here I am at the end of that row and I turn, and I may need to want to stretch the stitch tiny bit and then do the single crochet and do it fairly loosely, and then take this post at the side and another single crochet, again fairly loosely, like that, and then continue. And I think this here is better than the first one. So this is something you need to try out to see what is the best for the exact way how you crochet. I'll do a few rows back and forth and then we see how even the edges are. And by the way, something I like about this especially is that when you come to the end of the row, these here, the stitch that you will be taking there is sort of super easy to see where it is. Just the way the yarns go when you do it this way. So now I've done a few rows and the edges are fairly even without those big gaps or bumps. And then I mentioned that we can use this same system also for half double crochets and trebles. Let's do that. First half double crochet. You start the same way, a single crochet, and then instead of doing a second single crochet, you just do a slip stitch. So that makes it slightly higher, but not as high as the height of a double crochet. And then you do a row of half double crochets. And so on. So here that's the height of it. I'll go to the end and then trebles with 2 yarn overs. So just the same, turn and first start exactly the same. Single crochet, another one, and now you guessed it, you do a third one exactly the same way. So you take that there yarn, the post at the side, and make one more. So now we have a higher stitch, and you could do that of course then also with double trebles. So then I start crocheting trebles. And so here it is, and that has also filled in that there would be a gap. So this is it. This is all there is to it. I think my favorite is still what I said in the beginning. You can check that, but this definitely works well too. Hope you will try this out if you haven't yet. And to finish off, I'll show you a few seconds of the scenery in this here village.